Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact. I am Michael Cole here with Ashley Williams and the Jackal. And today on Impact, we're going to have the ongoing thing, and today on Impact we're going to see Drew McIntyre, who's going to be fighting James Storm, one of Seth Rollins' followers and worshippers. Yeah. And the other thing that I don't want to know, and the other thing that I don't want to know is one thing I want to know, sadly, Ashley Williams said, is how Diva Talks is seen having it out for Drew McIntyre and Dennis Rodman. And why is that? Well, no one truly knows. And now we have Diva Talks in the ring now. Well, I'll tell you one thing, the Jackal says. I like how this is going. I like Diva Talks and the way she behaves now. I think she should always been that way. And great, now we got Elgar with her too. Oh, dummy! Drop me on my head. So I want to welcome everyone. To, I like the way she's behaving, the Jackal says. I think she's doing a good job with that. So I want to welcome everyone to Impact. And right now, I'll hold until we're done shitting. Anyway, and I just want to say that Dennis Rodman got lucky on Monday Night Raw. But I can't say the same thing for Drew McIntyre here on Impact, or whatever you want to call it. I talked it out with Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins wants to have another fight with Drew McIntyre. But the only way that he's going to get that fight with Drew McIntyre is if one of his followers or worshippers, James Storm, can beat him. And hold on, I'll be right back. We gotta take a shit. Alright. So that's what's going to happen today. Forgive us for putting the film on still. We had to take a shit. Alright? Well, it is what it is, And now we're going to have Drew McIntyre is going to have to fight James Storm. But I understand before that fight, we're going to have Gene Okerlund now, who's going to talk with James Storm. Well, yeah, that's right, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Cowboy James Storm, who is one of the followers and worshippers of Seth Rollins. Alright, James Storm. Why do you follow and worship Seth Rollins? Well, I was at a time in my life where things weren't going well for me, Gene Okerlund. So I knew it was a little bit of give and take. Seth Rollins gives, and I take. And I take and I give to Seth Rollins. And both of us make each other more good. And one day, it's my hope. One day, it's my wish. My dream. That I'll be as good as Seth Rollins. Maybe even good than him. But hey, that's in the upcoming. Right now, I'm going to beat down Drew McIntyre to make sure that my leader, Seth Rollins, becomes that TWF heavyweight winner. Well, James Storm, all about being a heavyweight winner. You were a former IW heavyweight winner. You were at least a 4 or 5 You were a four-time NWA team winner. about 5-time IW team winner, but you never did in a 1-time about 6-time NWA team winner, a 2-time TWF heavyweight winner, on top of being a hard, but I digress over that. I back up what I said. That wouldn't you think you should be the one to go for the TWF heavyweight winnings? Well, it's not my say, Gene Okerlund. It's Seth Rollins' say. And I got all the belief in Seth Rollins that he could take out Drew McIntyre. Because I'm going to take him out with the final call. Alright. Cowboy James Storm believes in himself. And he believes he's going to take out Drew McIntyre, the TWF heavyweight winner. Back to you, Michael Cole. Now, thank you, Gene Okerlund. And now we're going on for that fight. And now we got Diva Talks in the ring. Before this fight gets started, I want to let everyone know that I'm going to be the fight overseer for this fight. And now we got Seth Rollins there now. Say what you want to say. But do you say what you're going to say? And Diva Talk says the TWF heavyweight winnings is going to be on the line. So let's go with that. Hey, and give me some onlook. Hey, I'm giving you all the onlook. Oh, that was the final call. 1, 2, and all Diva Talk seek to actually the last call. And now Cowboy James Storm taking out Drew McIntyre with a sagas of clotheslines, Michael Cole says. Yes, he is, Ashley Williams said. But I don't know why Diva Talk has to be the fight lady for this. I don't know why either. She seems to have it out for Dennis Rodman and Drew McIntyre. And who knows who else he's got it out for. Wait a minute. And James Storm thinks he's coming back in. Oh, Claymore kick down James Storm. Ain't you gonna do something? Come on. Wow, this is not right, the Jackal says. This is not right at all. This is sad. Oh. Come on, do something. Your leader's right there. I'm taking out one of your worshippers, one of your followers, James Storm. And now James Storm just final called him again. And we all know Diva Talk, she would love to, fast track Drew McIntyre in this fight. Oh, and the last call again. What do you mean she would like to fast track out Drew McIntyre, the Jackal says. She wouldn't do no such thing. She'll call it down the middle. Oh, I don't think she is going to call it down the middle, Ashley Williams says. We all know Diva Talks, and she's done calling things down the middle. That's right, Michael Cole said. Diva Talks is done calling things down the middle. And and James Storm, fuck you, I'm not counting it free. And Diva Talks has locked off this fight. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre has beaten James Storm here on Impact, Michael Cole said. Yes, Drew McIntyre has beat Cowboy James Storm. Beat James Storm, one of Seth Rollins' worshipper and followers here on Impact. Ashley Williams says, you gonna fight me? Come on. Let's fight now. And Seth Rollins isn't into it. Well, you gotta give Seth Rollins some thanks. He'll fight on his time, the Jackal said. Not your time. Oh! Oh! And now Seth Rollins just struck Drew McIntyre from behind like a weakling, Michael Cole said. That's since he is a weakling, Ashley Williams said. Don't call him that. He wanted a curve stomp. Oh! Go. Oh! Oh, and Seth Rollins got out of there before he could be curve stomped. Anyone who's a weakling, Is Jackal says, or Cyrus, anyone who's a weakling, the Jackal says, or Cyrus says, I tell you what, anyone who's a weakling, that's Drew McIntyre, the Jackal says. That's Drew McIntyre. He's a weakling, as Cyrus says. He's the one who's the weakling. He's the one that had to beat up on Seth Rollins. Well, don't forget Seth Rollins struck him from behind, Michael Cole said. Put a foot in his cast, his shell, his side, and took him down. That's what a weakling did, Michael Cole says. So I think Seth Rollins is the weakling. That's right, Ashley Williams said. Drew McIntyre was fearless and bold, and it was Seth Rollins who was weak, who was the weakling here, Ashley Williams said. Don't say that, the Jackal says. And I'm sure that Seth Rollins is going to get another seat to fight Drew McIntyre. And I'm sure that Seth Rollins is going to beat Drew McIntyre and be the TWF heavyweight winner. Well, sadly, only time will tell. And I understand before we go, we do have Diva Talk, and she's got something to say. I'll tell you all right now, Diva Talk says. Yeah, I don't like you, Drew McIntyre. I don't like you, Dennis Rodman. And I'm going to make it my goal, Diva Talk says, to make both your lives a living hell. I'm done being a kind woman. I'm done being a good overseer. You know, I'm done playing it, done being good. Mark my words, I will be back. Leave a bit, Diva. Well, it looks like that's all the time we got here for TWF Impact, or Hit, or Strike, since Impact is a Latin borrowed word. So for Michael Cole, Ashley Williams, and the Jackal, or Osiris, we hope you liked Impact, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.